highlights in my hair, but Cleo does. So she's gonna teach me how to put my own highlights in my hair.
Right. Letitia just mixed the highlighting powder and the developing cream, which came to this. Now she's gonna mix every last drop of the highlighting cream and into this solution.
Open the lid! Ew, that looks funny.
Before we actually start putting the color in her hair, we have to straighten her hair. Now we're going to actually be starting the highlighting, and I'm going to give an example for Letitia. Letitia is going to pour the developing cream highlighting stuff into this green comb. Which I'm going to do right now. And she's going to start directly at the roots. And she's going to go down.
Now I'm gonna try to do it on my own. If I can't attempt it, Cleo will help me and guide my hand. Don't move. Now I have to stay like this for 30 minutes for it to dry. Then I have to wash my hair with this conditioner.
Now that Letitia waited for her hair to dry for 30 minutes, she is allowed to wash her hair. And maybe the streaks will work.
This is the final masterpiece.
I don't know how to bake a cake, so Letitia's gonna help me.
Right! First you have to preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Turn it. Stop right there. Now, Cleo poured half a cup of oil, a cup and a quarter of milk. We have the cake that we'll be making is a chocolate cake. Three eggs. Good job, Cleo. After we do that, you also have to start stirring it. Stir. No, here. And after we stir, we have to put some milk in. A cup and a quarter of milk. Here. Wait, let me hold these up. Now since we finished mixing it all, now we have to pour it into the pan. After we pour it into the pan, we have to immediately put it into the oven, or else it won't turn out good. Got it, Clem?
No.
Pour it. Pour it. Yeah, you have to move it while you pour it. And you gotta put it in the middle rack, because it comes out best. We get it. And put on here. Now we're going to
Close the oven.
Yeah, put this back, close it. Now we're going to turn it on the plate, because this is the back part of the cake, this is the bottom. So now I have to flip it. flat down. Now we're going to put the frosting on the cake. Get it? And you go.
Thank you, Letitia, for teaching me how to bake a cake.
You're welcome.
Now, what did you learn and what did you teach?
What I learned is how to put highlights in my hair on my own that Cleo taught me, and what I taught is how to bake a cake from scratch.
And Cleo, what did you learn and what did you teach?
I learned how to bake a cake from scratch from Letitia, and I taught Letitia how to put highlights in her hair by herself.
And Letitia, how did you feel as the teacher?
What I felt as a teacher is like I was in control and like very mature.
And how did you feel as the student?
I felt really happy because I was learning something that I've never learned before, and now since I learned, I can finally do it by myself.
And Cleo, how did you feel as the teacher?
I felt very powerful and very intelligent when I was teaching her.
And how did you feel as a student?
I felt very proud that I was learning something new and I was able to do it on my own, and I will keep doing it on my own.
And what did you learn from this activity?
What I learned from this activity is how to put highlights in my hair on my own and without like anybody's help, and even to do like back streaks, which is actually pretty hard.
And what did you learn from the activity?
I learned how to bake a cake from scratch without any instructions, just step by step, and how to put stuff in the oven with not burning myself.
And how does this activity relate to holes?
This activity relates to holes because Stanley taught Zero something, and Zero helped Stanley. So this relates that because like I taught Cleo something and Cleo taught me something, and along the way we both helped each other.
And which characters do you relate to the most?
The characters that I relate to the most is Stanley and Zero because Stanley was a teacher at one point and Zero was also the student at another point. And so for me, I was a teacher teaching Cleo and I was a student by learning. Now since we have our pen, we're going to put it to the side and get our bowl. In our bowl, we're going to put the cake mix.
All of it?
Yeah. Okay, maybe we should do that part over. Hi, I don't have...
Go up to here?
Yeah, I know, I get it. Just like, that's gonna be hard. You cannot move. I swear to God, if you move your head,
Okay.
I will kill you.
I thought you were...
I've always had a dream of baking a cake. Start over. I don't know how to bake a cake, so Letitia is gonna help me.
Right. First you have to preheat the oven. Oh, we should have turned it off.
Yeah, I did it. Okay. Why'd you?
Now we have to stick a toothpick in the cake, and if the toothpick comes out clean,
Okay, start
that
over.
means...
So, what did you learn and what did you teach?
What I learned is how to put highlights in my hair, and I taught